Over this past Pentecost weekend, Pope Leo published his first encyclica titled Magnifica Humanitas, or Magnific Humankind, and is focused on the rise of artificial intelligence. Given the importance of AI in today's world, not only Catholics also were watching, but also tech firms around the world. Lars Holter is with Deutsche and joins me from Berlin. Hi, Lars. Tell us, what is the Pope saying about AI in his first encyclica?
First and foremost, Pope Leo appealed to AI developers and regulators to slow down and reflect on what they're doing. He urged them to use ethical and spiritual guidelines to make the choice to work not for their own profit or power, but for the betterment of humanity. The Pope calls for robust regulation, and he criticized the concentration of power and data in the hands of a very few people in the private sector as a danger. He says that, quote, "A more moral AI is not enough if that morality is determined by a few." The Pope also calls for the protection and retraining for workers whose jobs are threatened by AI, and for education to help students think critically about the technology. For his event, by the way, the Pope was flanked by the CEO of AI giant Anthropic, who has in the past himself argued for moral and ethical guidelines to AI.
Also, Lars, why does the Pope bother to even talk about a subject like AI at all?
On its surface, I guess that's a good question. Religion is about belief, and in the economy it helps to actually know things, but at least markets are probably somewhere in the middle here. You need knowledge and a good bit of belief to make money investing. But in this case, Pope Leo, of course, wasn't talking about investing or making money. He is much more interested in the man versus machine aspect of this rise of AI over the past couple of years, and he's worried about what AI will do to mankind. And the Pope is not the only one. Tech firms themselves, as much as they've been spending on developing AI, they still have not figured out how to keep it in check, how to ensure that AI will not lead the world into a future of lies, propaganda, and even war and destruction. And it seems there are many in the world of AI that are wondering if the church, as a millennia-old institution based on ethics and morality, if they have a way or an idea of how we should embrace and how we should interact with this latest technology.
All right, Lars, thank you for joining in.